freedom fighters who are involved in the revolt of 1857. What are they called?
In the previous chapter, sir.
They called it as they called
Police and the people.
First War of Indian Independence. Historians
First war of Indian independence.
historians call it as a revolt of 1857. Hope you are clear with the ideas. Any problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Problem till
yes, sir.
okay. So
No, sir.
what no? You are not clear. Huh? Okay, so those who are not written, please write down the causes for revolt of 1857. The causes for revolt of 1857. Please write down. The causes for revolt of 1857, we discussed in detail yesterday. First one is political causes. Second, economic causes.
Economic causes.
Yes. Third, policies of the British East India Company. Fourth, religious reforms or the policies. Fifth, military causes. And the last one is immediate cause. Okay, it is immediate causes, nahi, it is immediate cause.
Sir, we studied only two, sir. Two
Pardon?
topics. Political catches.
Okay, we discussed about
Sir.
how many we have completed.
Sir,
Completed
religious
political
reforms
causes,
or the
completed
policy.
economic causes, policies of the British East India Company. Maybe the order may be changed, no problem. Discussed about religious reforms.
Yes, sir.
Discussed or
Four
not?
remaining. Sir,
Yes,
four.
sir.
Yes. Okay.
Religions forms.
Okay. Okay.
Sir.
Ah,
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
please ask.
Sir, in chapter 3rd, ruling the countryside, and in paragraph 2, it is written that a terrible famine in 1770 killed 10 million people in Bengal, sir.
Hmm.
So, was it because of the increase of tax by the East India Company, or it was natural, sir?
Natural,
Famine?
natural cause. Absence of
Okay, sir.
rainfall. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. That means you are reading chapter. Okay. Please write down this as a part of political cause. First one, that is annexation of Indian states by doctrine of lapse. Of course, yesterday we discussed that is several kingdoms, Jhansi, Satara, Surat, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Nagpur, several kingdoms annexed under the policy of doctrine of lapse.
Yes, sir.
And Awadh was annexed, captured by the British, saying that it is the misgovernance by the government of Awadh or the Nawab of Awadh. Then disrespectful behavior of English towards Mughal emperor to relinquish the Red Fort, and also he said from now his successor will not accept the title called Emperor of India. Actually, what happened today, whenever, of course, whenever the Independence Day is celebrated, the flag, the Indian national flag is hoisted in which place?
Sir, Red Fort, Delhi.
Red
Sir,
Fort.
Red Fort.
Red Fort. Okay.
Delhi.
Actually, initially,
New Delhi, sir.
Red Fort.
Capital of India.
Okay. Initially, Red Fort was the official residence of the Mughal emperors. But after
Yes, sir.
1857, the British captured that area, and not only that, they made the leftover Mughals to shift their to the city of Agra, which was also called as Shahjahanabad, because when Shah Jahan was the king, his concentration was more on development of Agra. Those who are there, many are there in your class who are from this area only. So British East India Company made the kings to leave the Red Fort, that they felt it is very insulting. Not only that, the Emperor of India title was not allowed to use by the British East India Company. And yesterday we discussed about Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib supported revolt of 1857. Please write down the cause. Why? Because after the Anglo-Maratha wars, how many Anglo-Maratha wars were fought?
Sir, three,
Three Anglo.
Three. Yeah.
three, sir.
Sir, 3 Anglo-Maratha wars and 4 Anglo-Mysore wars.
Okay. Can you tell me which war in which the Maratha Confederacy was completely destroyed? After which war?
Sir, in third war, sir. Third war.
Which war?
Sir, the war in Punjab.
No. Much before this, the Marathas were destroyed by one more forces.
Ahmad Shah Abdali.
Ahmad Shah Abdali, very good. Name the battle.
Third battle of Panipat.
Battle of?
Panipat. Third battle.
Very good. Third battle of Panipat.
Panipat.
Third battle of Panipat. How many Panipat battles were fought? Fourth, five,
That three.
three.
Sir, totally three, sir.
Okay. First battle was
Third
fought in which year?
Sir Babar and Ibrahim Lodi in 1526.
1526, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
1526, sir.
Second,
Sir, Akbar and Hemu.
Sir Akbar and
Yes, sir. Akbar and Ibrahim.
Sir Akbar and Hemu, sir.
yeah, 1556.
Akbar and Umayun, sir. Umayun.
Third battle of Panipat was fought in the year
37.
1761. Okay. So, after the third Anglo-Maratha war was over in which year?
1817, sir. In 1817 to 1819.
So, after third Anglo-Maratha war, the Maratha Peshwas, I told you, Marathas were divided into separate groups like Peshwas, Gaikwads, Holkars. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peshwas.
Yeah, Peshwas were mainly ruling in the area of present day Pune. So that's why it is called Peshwas of Pune. So Peshwa Nana Sahib, his pension was stopped by the British East India Company. That's the reason Peshwa Nana Sahib supported the revolt of 1857. So till now, I think there is no problem. Okay. Next, write down the second last cause, that is military causes for revolt of 1857. Please write down.
Okay, sir.
The British East India Company recruited Indians to their company army, but named them as Sipahi. The British East India Company named the Indian recruits as Sipahis. They were not called as soldiers. Then who were called as soldiers? Soldiers are those who belongs to Britain or other part of Europe who worked in the English East India Company. So name itself is an insult because both were doing the same job. Let it be Indian recruit or the European recruit, both were doing the work of military, but one was called as Sipahi and another was called as soldier. So that is one major cause the military cost, because there was unrest, there was unhappiness in the English East India Company's army. Are you able to catch, or am I fast? Hello?
Yeah, we can catch a yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second, in that, there was no promotion to the Indian Sipahis. Means a soldier who was recruited in the English East India Company, a soldier who was recruited in the English East India Company, there was enough opportunity for him to get a promotion to a rank of an officer. But almost all the promotions of Indian Sipahis were denied. In case if there's a rarest of the rare chances, then they can be promoted maximum to the JCO rank, that to the Subedar post. So, not promoting the Sipahis to the next rank or to the officer cadre, that was also created unrest among the Indian Sipahis. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is come under special allowance was not given. In those days, Indian Sipahis were not allowed to show their religious mark. That means today you know that in your uniform only, you can see in your uniform name plates will be there, Sainik School Society formation will be there, house flashes will be there. If your appointment, then that appointment flashes will be there, applets will be there. Or if you're a star holder, then definitely 1 star or 2 star, whatever it may be. So when you can, someone glances at your uniform, it is very clearly understood that there is no need to explain that you belongs to Wader House, Rashtrakuta or Chalukya. Just by house flash we can understand. Those days, British soldiers were allowed to wear the religious mark of their religion. But this privilege was not given to the Indian soldiers or the Indian Sipahis. Indian Sipahis were not allowed to wear any mark of religious signs in their uniform. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Not only that, Indian Sipahis were paid very less salary. They were paid very, very less salary. That is the reason why several Indian Sipahis were unhappy with the British East India Company. That is the one more military cost.
Sir, did they donated any land to them, sir?
That was coming under religious cost, which I explained yesterday. Okay. And coming to the next, they were forced to take a pledge for fighting outside the country. Have you understood this point?
Yes, sir. Pledge
Yes,
means
sir.
they are saying
What was the point?
They have said that they should fight out of the country also, sir.
yes, sir. Means
Means
They have forced to fight, sir.
fight out of the country by taking pledge, sir.
what was the
All my,
okay? What was the problem?
because they were forced to take.
Imagine you are
Sir, they wanted to fight inside country only.
tell me. Imagine tomorrow if you by your hard work you joined Indian Defence Academy or NDA, means you joined any defense forces, and your forces ask you to visit any foreign countries. So is it correct from the forces or it's wrong?
Wrong,
It's wrong, sir.
wrong, sir.
Wrong, sir.
We should work in our India, sir, because it is very
Work.
Okay, today it's not wrong. Then
Yes.
why it was
Yes, sir.
wrong
Yes,
in
sir.
those days?
Because
The Indian soldiers are respected only in India, sir, but not in other countries, sir.
Okay, okay. Any other reasons?
They are getting
Sir, they want to stay in only motherland.
Okay. Actual reason is different. What was the reason is that
they
those
will get
days,
low salary.
okay, those days there was a taboo. There was a belief in the Indians that, especially in the Hinduism, if somebody crossed the ocean or a sea, then he will be out from his religion or his caste. Take for example, Hindus are not supposed to take meat of cow. Why?
Yes, sir.
Why? They are not supposed to take beef. Why?
Sir, because they will do pujas.
They think that is the
We
god.
worship them.
Is
Sir, because cow is God for them, sir.
cow is a holy
Yes, sir.
animal for them.
Cow is called
Yeah.
Lord Lakshmi.
Yes, yes. So today, if government says that every person in India should compulsory to go take beef, then do you feel it will hurt the sentiments of Indians?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
sir.
Sir,
Yes. The same way, those days it is believed strongly that if any Indian cross the ocean or a sea, then he will be out from the caste. Means if somebody goes out from the country, luckily if he comes back, then he will not be admitted to his caste. He will be outcasted. This was the faith in those days. When this faith was very much exist in India, now British made it compulsory that every Indian soldier should cross the sea. Then do you think it will give a right signal to the Indian supplies or it will give a wrong signal?
The wrong signal.
wrong signal.
Yes. So every Indian Sipahi felt that it is the plot of or it is a plan of British East India Company to outcast Indians, so that
Wrong, sir. It will prove wrong.
yeah, so that Indians can be converted into Christianity. That was also one of the major reasons. So what is they were forced to take pledge for fighting outside the country. In those days, if someone crossed or any Indian crossed the ocean, he will be out from his caste. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take the first one.
Very.
There is immense
Sir, we
discrimination.
can't hear your voice.
You can't hear my voice?
So it is audible, sir.
So it is audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can use headphone.
Okay, use your headphone or reduce your volume. Reduce your volume so that you can hear. Okay. Please write down one more cause, that is immense discrimination between Indian and the British soldiers. So there was a discrimination in each and every treatment of Indian Sipahis and the British soldiers. So please write down that point and this one. What is General Service Enlistment Act? According to General Service Enlistment Act, every Indian was supposed to travel across the sea. Because you know very well, those days aeroplanes were not there. Only mode of transport was the ship. And today also, if you are traveling by aeroplane, also you have to cross the sea.
Inside that country means where, sir?
Yes, sir.
But today, because of education, because of our connectivity to the world, certain practices today they are not lost their importance. So I completed the explanation of military cost. So according to military cost, salary was very low. No Indians were promoted. Allowances were not given. Indians.
Sir, there is no a special allowance, sir.
Okay. And discrimination, and they were forced to travel. Any doubt in this particular explanation?
Sir, I have doubt.
Please ask.
Sir, you told sir that who will go across the ocean means they will be
Outcast.
means they will go they will adopt a Christianity religion, sir.
No, they will not adopt Christianity. They will be out from their religion. When they
Forced.
when they are out from the religion, then they may be willing to join Christianity because Christianity was giving lot of facilities at that time.
And sir, some members were going for education purpose. No, sir, they were also removed from religion, sir.
At those days, very few, very countable numbers gone for education. I am speaking a condition of 18th century, not today.
Sir,
Bolo.
sir, what was the main purpose of British to in General Service Enlistment Act, sir? What was the main purpose?
Very good question. You see, British had their colonies in Malaysia, Indonesia, Java, Sumatra, South Africa. So, like British captured India, British captured several other countries also. When
Yes,
they
sir.
captured several other countries, so every Indian Sipahi was supposed to work in any one of these conditions or these countries. Plus, no Indian Sipahi was allowed to wear religious mark, which I told you. Okay. Then no Indian Sipahi is supposed to disobey the British soldier. Not only that, the Indian Sipahi was supposed to work under forced recruits. That means there were several recruits which were done in the mainly for the African countries because laborers were recruited to work in African countries, especially in the tea and coffee plantations. So Indian Sipahis were all sent to there to monitor the laborers. So these were the few harsh conditions on the Indian Sipahis.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Ask.
Sir, suppose if an Indian soldier is outcast,
Ah. Hello. What happened? Hello. I am not able to hear you. Suppose Indian soldier. Can you hear me? Okay, I could not hear. It was not clear. What was the question asked? Okay. So please write down next. That is immediate cost. We discussed about social, economic, religious, military, and the other causes. Now let us discuss about immediate cause. For every revolution, there should be or there may be an immediate cause, because immediate cause means one reason which is immediately responsible for outburst of any particular revolution. Now, what is the immediate cause for revolt of 1857? The introduction of Enfield rifles with the greased cartridges set ablaze the whole India. So, introduction of Enfield rifles by the British East India Company. Now, what is Enfield rifles? You can see here the picture of Enfield rifles. Are you with me? Can you hear me? I think there is some problem in the audio. Can you hear me? Okay. So the Enfield rifles, these are the pictures of Enfield rifles. So introduction of Enfield rifles made of beef and pig fat to be opened by mouth before loading to the revolt Enfield rifle. So the introduction of Enfield rifles that created a lot of problem. Then rumors about greased cartridges with the fat of cow and pig. Can you hear me? Okay. The caps of cartridges had been bitten off before one could use them. The unrest began in Barakpur region and Bharampur in West Bengal. Sipai Mangal Pandey arrested and hanged to death. So the immediate cause for revolt of 1857 is supply of greased cartridges and forced the Indian Sipais to use the greased cartridges with the fat of cow and pig. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. So introduction of Enfield rifles mainly responsible for introduction of Enfield rifles mainly responsible for there was a problem in Can you hear me? 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 Okay. I explained about the political causes. Okay. Political causes, economic causes, military causes, and we discussed about the immediate cause for the revolt of 1857. The immediate introduction of Enfield rifles. Introduction of Enfield rifles is a major reason for, and supply of greased cartridges is a major reason for revolt of 1857.